Thank you so much, Maria. Maria has tirelessly done this event from year to year, and tomorrow she's not going to the beach. She's starting over for next year. I can guarantee you. So thank you for all your hard work. It's really, really an amazing thing. So 17 years ago, when Kevin and I first met, we said, hey, we should really do something that's good for the community. And we found HRC, and HRC was having social events on a monthly basis, and we got to know some really good people and now have some really wonderful friends as a result of our involvement. And I encourage anyone who has any semblance of wanting to be out there and just help to get involved. Speak to any one of us, one of these things on, speak to Maria, anybody here that's involved as a volunteer, and we'll get you going. But 17 years ago also, when I first became involved with HRC, there were very little rights for our community that existed. And I went to my business partners and I said, we need to start an LGBT representation practice. And by the way, I'm gay. And they all said, great, let's do it. So we basically got involved in working with people because we didn't have the rights that we needed at that point. And now we have a lot more rights, but we still have so far to go. We've done really well on the state side. Thank you to our state representatives. Just this year, we had gender passed. We had a ban on conversion therapy. You can no longer claim in New York that you murdered someone because he or she was gay and use it as a defense. We have amendments to the human rights law, which just came down and haven't been put into effect yet, but it'll be easier to perceive a harassment claim and to actually proceed with that claim because you won't have to show that there's been ongoing and severe prejudice or harassment. So we have all these things in New York, which is great. We still have some space. We can sort of get surrogacy approved in New York because right now as attorneys we cannot represent anyone in a paid gestational surrogacy. It's against the law in New York. So that can change, but our real focus is on federal problems. The Department of Health and Human Services is right now coming out with all kinds of restrictions and grants and waivers so that they've given Tennessee a waiver on their right to discriminate against people if it does not fit within your religious ideals. They've granted South Carolina a waiver on allowing same-sex people to foster children if, in fact, the religious belief does not coincide with the people that are heading the foster care agencies. HHC is in the midst of coming up with discriminatory rules, regulations, and things that will hurt our community as we speak. So what we need to do is, as a political organization, which HRC is, we need to change the lay of the land. We need to vote in people that will protect our rights and do good for the community. And that's why we're all here. Thank you.